Hello and welcome to the Solutions Brewing Podcast. I'm Brendan. I'm joined by Rob and Steve.
I almost did a rookie mistake. I had my mic over by my computer tower again.
Yes, you're much
close
louder.
to my
you
face.
saved it.
Yeah, there
than
you
you
go.
were 30 seconds
You saved
ago.
it.
Yeah. Nailed it.
What are we talking about today, guys?
well, it was recently just Canada Day, so they were just going to talk about what we did on the weekend. I'm watching you guys both drink beers now.
Yeah, I'm drinking this delicious Smash IPA by these lovely guys at Solutions Brewing called the Friends Night Out, and it is utterly delicious.
Selfless self-promotion there. Great.
Yeah, I'm having one of those too. The problem I run into is I keep running out. So luckily I know
A
that.
big problem.
I'm drinking.
Actually, I have the Square reader now, so I just pay myself for any stock.
You-
Yeah, I actually need to get the Square reader because I need to pay for a case that I took like last week. So
Okay, I'm trying to figure that out because when I was okay. So this weekend I did 2 brews, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just double check inventory so I can make sure the website and everything's up to date. There's a lot of cases of Friends Night Out missing.
Most of them are in my garage because I haven't returned them from the bicycle.
Okay.
there's
2 of
that,
them there.
and I definitely have one full case I need to purchase, and I took a couple more 4-packs when I was there on Friday.
You know, you don't need the Square reader. You can do it online, but
You can.
Well, you can just
Through
do
our
it on the
website.
app.
Through our website.
you can do it on
Well,
the
you
website.
can do their website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solutionsbrewing.com.
Yes, sir.
You just go to the store button or you hit the shopping cart and you go through it and pay through the
It's the
convenient
exact
online
same
payment.
as using the reader, bud, except you're doing it online.
I just might do that.
Actually
then.
saves us a little bit of money because there's no fees.
No, I think there's still a...
No, I think it's
There's
still
still-
processed
there's still
by
a-
Square.
No, it's not.
It doesn't save us
It's-
any money, but it's convenient and easy if you don't have the Square reader. in
It's
your
called Stripe, but they still have a little fee, but it's not as much.
Well, anyway, then.
So that was
Well,
a
while you
lesson for
figure
all our
that out-
listeners.
Yes.
Buy shit off the website.
So, speaking of what we kind of got up to this weekend, Rob, how was your weekend of Canada Day long?
It was good. It was pretty busy. I've been my energy levels and my physical fitness have gotten a little bit better, so I felt brave enough to make a couple brews. So on Sunday, I did a batch of ginger beer, which we were planning to bring up to the Oktoberfest beer show.
Yeah.
And I also did a batch of the dark humor stout, which is also going to come up to the show.
Yeah, that's actually I haven't done a batch of that at all. So no, that's good that we've done all 3 beers now at our own system.
Yeah, and that show is August 19th up in Stony Plain. So anyone listening, if you want tickets, check out the Oktoberfest site and purchase some tickets. Come see us there. So I did those. Those were my first 2 brews that I did on our system because I've been too sick to brew any other time. So yeah, I mean, going through some, what do you call it? Growing pains. Let's call it growing pains. From my homebrew system to the system that we have set up. So the first brew took me way longer than it should have, and I was a little frustrated at the end, I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett, Brendan, your brother there, was down there visiting. He was trying to talk to me, and I was trying to be polite because he came from a very far way to come see us because he came from Australia. But I was having a rough day. I was trying to be polite and talk to him still, and but I was frustrated. So
It's Garrett.
it was
You can
hard-
tell Garrett at any time to F off. Like,
It was
it's
hard to-
very satisfying too. Just be like, Garrett, cough.
Doesn't help that I'm not really much of a talker anyways. Like, people come up like, hey, what's going on? Cool. And I'm comfortable with silence.
You know what, Garrett? You know what'd be great right now? Silence.
Yeah. And then so Sunday I kind of learned some lessons. I was like, okay, this is some mistakes that I made with the brew, and then the next day I did not make those mistakes. So it was way smoother day, much easier. It was less hustle bustle. I was able to do things, sit and rest for something, and get things organized, and then the next thing, as opposed to Saturday, was just like go.
Yeah, I find that a brew takes me like from start to like like getting the water for the mash started to basically cleaning out everything takes me about 5 to 5.5 hours, like that whole process. So I don't know if you got any close to that or exceeded or got better than me, but that's what I usually find it takes to do that with a 1 hour mash in there.
It was 6 hours for me.
Okay, so yeah, you're pretty close.
Yeah, a lot of that is just waiting for stuff to heat up.
Yeah, waiting for stuff to heat up and then checking if this is doing fine, and it's like, oh, is this ready to go? And yeah.
It's nice not to have to wait for stuff to cool down as well, though.
Oh man, could chill it so fast.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And not even use that much water. I think I used, what was I going through? I was going through like maybe 60 liters of water.
Yeah, to cool it goes so fast.
Pretty quick.
But yeah, so you brewed both days. Did you get any off time? Did you relax any?
Not on those days, no. Then I just kind of, on the Sunday, that was Sunday, Monday that I did those brews. The more relaxing thing I did was Friday, Saturday. Like Friday, I just, what did I do Friday? I don't even remember what I did Friday. Saturday, I had some people over for a barbecue. And so we just did some beer can chicken and drank Caesars. Like,
that's a good day.
Caesars were invented in Calgary. I thought it was a very fitting Canada Day.
It's a very Canadian thing to do.
Yeah.
You should have had some ginger beef as well.
Yeah, ginger beef would have been the other one. Yeah, because that was also invented in Calgary.
Yeah.
Next time.
What did you get up to there, Steve?
I actually had a fairly busy but relaxing weekend. Basically every day was doing something. So like on Saturday, I've mentioned it on the podcast before, but we went down to Fish Creek Provincial Park, that's in Calgary, and went to Sukhumi Beach on Canada Day with a good couple thousand other people at the same time.
I was wondering how many people were there.
It was busy, especially at one of the main gates. That's where most people were filtering out from. Like we walked a little ways around the shore, but there was lots and lots of people there. But we went with cousins of the family, so we had originally we just thought it was going to be our one set of cousins, Emily and Mike, but then cousin Matt showed up and cousin Serena. So we had a bunch of adults and a bunch of the kids could go off and play in the water and play on the beach. One of the guys, this was amazing. One little boy is Henry. He has, like, you know what, the playgrounds where they have like those digger tools, like the excavator tools for like digging up the rocks or whatever and making holes.
Yeah.
So he has a portable version of that. Yeah. So he basically like took this out onto the beach. His mom set it up for him, and he like started excavating. He was making holes, and then like it's a thing. All the kids come over and like, oh, what are we doing? He's like, I'm making a hole and I want to like dig it towards the water, like make a canal.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the kids were like helping him, and I saw that and I'm like, I need that, like, because it's an instinctual thing to go to the beach and make a hole, and then to have the excavator because is like a little 4-point seat that he could sit on that gave it the
this thing is
rigidity.
huge.
Yeah, and then he could dig it, and it was awesome. It was.
Need that just to lay irrigation lines at the house.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say that reminds me of when I was a kid. I had a little Tonka truck that had a little excavator on it. I remember digging stuff with the little Tonka truck in the sandbox in the backyard. Oh yeah,
and actually this kid had a few Tonka trucks too. So like my son was just like running around with it. It was awesome. But it was we kind of stopped around 6 o'clock. It really started getting windy. Because there was the tornado up in Didsbury. Yeah, so it was actually my parents live up near there, so they were about 3 clicks from the tornado.
Oh wow!
Roughly.
Yeah,
and it's like afterwards they're saying it's one of the strongest in Canadian history.
Yeah, because it was like the strongest one since like 1987.
Yeah, an F4, like that's I think it's like 160 kilometer an hour winds and all that.
Yes.
So my parents were fine. Like they were far enough away that all they got was a lot of hail, a lot of hail. But they sent me videos because like I was at the beach. I'm just doing whatever. And, after everything's kind of packed up and we're heading back and putting Simon to bed, I check my phone and it's like, oh, my parents called me. Oh, I missed it. I'll just call them back later. And then my mom had sent me a bunch of stuff on Messenger and it was a whole of videos of the tornado. I was like, oh, so there was almost a Wizard of Oz situation here. I got carried away in the house.
So I just sent you guys a picture that was shared by the pilot group, and it's the guy flying the last couple of days. It shows the path of the tornado after the fact.
Oh, wow.
And it just, for our viewers, it's very green in Alberta right now. And you can just see the path of the tornado where everything's been torn up, and there's
basically a strip.
Some buildings that got that got wrecked in the middle of it there. But
it's weird looking at it. Like, to me, I wouldn't have guessed it was a tornado. It looks like there was a fire.
It does look like a fire, but that's the tornado path.
Huh. That's crazy.
So
I didn't hear of anyone getting hurt. I hope nobody got hurt.
I don't think anybody got hurt. There's property damage, but I haven't heard.
Yeah, lots of property damage, and I think there was some people that were on the property that got injured, but no, as far as I know, no fatalities or anything like that.
A bunch of livestock issues, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was a herd of cows that got hit by it, and the debris, unfortunately. So, and a horse got tangled up in a fence. And
I had a buddy. I was actually golfing in Carstairs that day, and I think he said they left at 1:45, and the reported touchdown was at 1:45.
Yeah,
that was
that's
how close he was to being in the middle of that.
Yeah, that's literally, he was just south of where it was. So, yeah. That's
right. You hit the ball and it's just kind of sitting. It's like, no, we got to go. No, I want to see if this one goes in.
But, that was Saturday. So Saturday was busy. And then Sunday we had grandparent marathon. So we had my mom's leaving on a trip this week. So she had to get some of her grandson time in. And then to be fair, we had to go see the other set of grandparents because they just moved into a new house. So we're like, okay, we're going to go see that. And then on the holiday Monday, as mentioned, we have a visitor from the deep, deep, deep south of the world returning to his home. And he had a party at his place. So we popped by there for a little bit, saw some old friends and some old coworkers I haven't seen in like years, sort of thing. And it was actually funny for them because I showed up with a kid and they're like, oh, it's been a while. Hey, Steve. And it's like, yeah, it's been a while. This is the tiny human I've made. I got to see a whole bunch of people and all that. So like Tuesday was like the first day of rest. Tuesday was the first day of, I got to work, but I don't actually have to do much.
You don't have to do anything after work. You're kind of good to go.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that this is probably one of the first party weekends, because usually July is like the Canada Day's like big party weekend.
Yeah.
Where I spent more time making beer than drinking beer. But
But that was my weekend. It was a busy weekend. Lots of family, lots of talking with people, but not really getting the full time to talk to people because watching out for a small child and making sure he's like not literally eating dirt or shoving rocks in his mouth.
Good for him.
A little bit is, but like when he's taking handfuls and trying to put it in there.
That builds immunity. It's good.
So my son has taken to grabbing handfuls of dirt out of the garden boxes and bringing them to me.
Oh,
and it's like,
I got some dirt for you. Thanks, son.
Yeah, here you go, Dad. It's all yours. So that's what I got now. But I'm hoping all the plants, they're starting to shoot up now. Soon they'll be big enough that he won't just pull them out of the ground with accidentally while trying to grab a handful of dirt.
Wow.
Sand I got to watch out for with him. He likes to pour sand on his head.
Yeah. And sand gets, like, I literally,
everywhere.
When we gave him a bath after being at the beach, like there was like a layer in the bottom of the tub of all of the dirt that was in every crevice on his body. Even though we wiped him down and shook him off, it still was everywhere.
So kids are a lot of fun.
Yes. So, Brendan,
I'll take
speaking
your word
of
for
kids
it.
are fun, how was your weekend?
It was good. So my day job company decided that we could only have one day off, and they decided that it was going to be Friday instead of the stat like everybody else on Monday. So
That's silly.
it was a little silly, but I enjoyed my Friday off. So Friday I flew out to lovely Hannah. Learned afterwards that Nickelback was actually in Calgary and not in Hannah, so that was a little disappointing. But my brother up from Australia and his wife has some family in Hannah, so I flew them out there to visit with them and to be able to get in the air, which is great. I'm glad we did that on Friday and not Saturday. Getting back to the tornado discussion and the elevated winds and the weird weather there. That was fun. I had the first use of my my fire pit on Friday night as well.
Ooh.
Right. Now I remember what I did Friday.
As I unplug my earphones. So first night for my fire pit on Friday night as well. So I had my brother over and a bunch of other people just kind of cooking hot dogs over the fire pit. And I had a great old time. Stayed up till 2 or 3 in the morning, which was not a usual thing for me nowadays.
Yeah, that was
you pay for that nowadays.
Yeah, well, I mean, Riley woke up at 7 the next day, and so made that work. We actually talked about this. So we had hot dogs over the fire on Friday night. The Saturday night was dinner at my dad's, where we had splumbos and buns, so glorified hot dogs.
Mm-hmm. Fancy hot dog.
And then on Sunday night, we were like, well, what are we going to do for dinner? We invited another couple friends of ours and their son over for dinner, during which we cooked Smokies. So it was a hot dog weekend.
Meat in tube form only.
Yeah, exactly. It was one of those, oh, we still got some of these buns left. Well, we better cook some Smokies then. So that was really good. Other than that, just kind of got some stuff done in the yard, cut the grass, got everything sorted there, which was great. Had a nap, which was awesome. Then went to work on Monday, which was funny because it was a stat, and everything was running on stat hours. So I woke up, got to work at 7 o'clock, and the plus 15 was closed.
Oh,
so to get from my parking spot into the building it was comical more than anything. There was another guy there trying to get through. We talked to security. We're like, can you open the door for us? Like, we just want to go to work, man. But I was planning on just buying a quick breakfast downtown because I was running a little late. Everything was closed. So I ate my lunch for breakfast, which happened to be Smokies. And anyway, I had a reasonable day at work. Ended up catching up with Garrett and Courtney after the day after their party at their place, at the after party that we had at Garrison Pub, where good. I drank a very lovely Trolley 5 Nipa and had a lovely night. It was a go weekend, but again, just a lot of meeting up with family and chatting. It was great. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Is like it was a go. Like I almost had something going on every day, and for multiple hours a day too. So it was like always coming back and being like, oh, okay, I think it's like 8 o'clock. Boys in bed. I'm gonna relax now for a little bit, and then wake up and do the same thing the next day. Go.
Yeah. The go nature of it though means that I still haven't kegged my my low alcohol beer though.
Your experiment beer.
I don't know how it tastes yet, so I'll have to wait for another week for that.
Ooh!
But I realized I also need to get my fridge set up to properly chill it. So, so I got some work ahead of me here. Maybe this weekend I'll get it all done, and hopefully be able to talk about this fantastic
low alcohol
session beer. Super session is what I'm calling it. 2.5%. So that's kind of super session. Not low enough to really call low alcohol, but it would get a lower excise tax.
Actually, yeah, it would.
No, I think you have to be below 2.5.
2.49% alcohol.
Yeah, I thought it was below 2.5. Yeah, I thought there was a band from 2.5 to 1.1, and then there was one below 1.
I just filled out the excise tax stuff, so I could tell you it's below 2.5. What it is provincially,
All right.
I don't remember what it is for AGLC, but yeah.
All right, we'll go back to the drawing board then. We'll pour this one down the drain.
Yeah,
Try it first.
it's worthless. Just get rid of it.
No, I know exactly what I did on this one, and I screwed up the hot mash a little bit. And I know how I'm going to change it next time. But we'll talk about that next
on
time.
that future episode.
On that future episode when I finally get to talk about this, but that'll be I'm thinking.
That's right. I keep forgetting that.
The best way to do that one is to actually do it in person with all of you guys around to taste it, and then I can finally explain.
Yeah,
you can have a full alcohol beer beside it. Like between that and the friends' night out, you'll average out at like a Bud Light level.
We'll just do like some asshole chef show. You'd be like, "You call this a beer? Just throw it on the ground."
And then bring me another.
Glasses only. I have cats and children.
But yeah,
we'll get to it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So, if anybody wanted to tell us what they did on this exciting Canada Day weekend, how could they do that?
Who are you directing that to?
I'm leaving it open to the group. You guys have
usually someone gets called out on these.
Yeah, you usually have to direct it towards someone, Brendan.
Oh, for God's sakes, Rob, can you do it, please?
Yeah, absolutely. You can contact us at on our website, www.solutionsbrewing.com. There's a contact us page there, which sends us an email at noproblems@solutionsbrewing.com. And you can also hit us up on Instagram or Facebook at Solutions Brewing Co.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if anyone saw some fireworks and has some pictures of that, that'd be cool to see that. I didn't. I'm old and didn't stay up.
Yeah, I did not get any fireworks. I heard the fireworks going off in my neighborhood. Someone bought some and set them off at about midnight. But I'm old and was more annoyed that someone was setting off fireworks.
They did some in Airdrie at 10:45. I was asleep. It did hear thing.
We well, because I stayed up so late on the Friday, which was the 30th, we finally got home and kind of put Riley to bed. Finally got down ourselves, just put our head on the pillow, and then heard the fireworks from Calgary. I was like, "Oh yeah, it's Canada Day."
Right. But that's about it. So, thank you everyone for joining us this week, and we will talk to you guys next time.
Take care, everyone.